What's up? So I'm doing an update on my cycle with 20 drops of urine. Okay, so here's my water sample. When I pulled up plants from my other tank, it seems like I had a little bit of detritus worms. I don't know if you can see them swimming. The tank in my daughter's room is my first tank, and with the tank being my first tank and being overzealous on feeding, I believe that I overfed my fish a bit. And I've noticed that they've been eating less and less. So I'm thinking that they've been eating less because these worms are there and they've been eating them instead. So it seems like I transferred some into this tank. However, since this tank is not going to have fish anytime soon, the odds are that they will not be around for an extremely long period of time. You can see that the ammonia, that the color on the API freshwater test tube is turning green. The color is green. However, we will check with the freshwater master kit color chart. The plants are looking good. I feel a sense of wanting to put fish in the tank, even though I know that, especially now that the ammonia is there, I've thought about a couple things that I could do. I could buy extra prime and just cycle with the fish in, but then I have to cycle with prime every 24 hours, and I guess I could, 48 hours, I guess I could do that, but I want to see how much faster, or if any. It's not a matter of fast. I just want to see if this tank will cycle with a little bit of urine, and then how long it will take for the urine to dissipate once added as a fertilizer, as a water fertilizer, to see what happens. It's an experiment. So you can see that the ammonia actually got much darker. It's actually darker now than it was after the first 24 hours of adding. In fact, I would say that it's as far as a 4. It's definitely above 2. I believe that after 24 hours it was within 1 to maybe 2, maybe a little over 2, but now, this is pretty, definitely 2. Well, 1 maybe? It could be 1. No, I could say it's 1. Maybe it's gone down a bit. The next thing I'm going to do is clear out the other tank and start pulling out some media. I think this tank is ready for some established media from the other tank. And while I do that, I'll continue recording. I'll just let this sit so we can get a true indication of where my level of ammonia is. See if it's gone up or down. This is the second ammonia test after 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm going to take some established media from that CF80 canister filter. And just like that, I'm back up. So I've decided that I really like that BioCube for my daughter's room. So as soon as that tank has cycled, I'm going to move it into this room and sell this 20 tall. You can see this is how much water fell out of that CF80. Which is nothing. It's not even damp. I mean, it's damp is what I should say. The floor, it's not really anything. I'd say that this canister filter, the first time I tried using this canister filter, oh man, it was a failure. Sucked big time. But now I think I have the hang of it. So, what I'm going to do now is see if I can get away with plugging this back in and letting the water just siphon back. Let's see. Pop. And it worked. So this is a little bit of the water that I pulled out of the canister filter. Well, it clung on to the media that's floating in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour that water in there because it looks like it's full of stuff. Whatever that stuff is, hopefully it's good stuff. So what I've done is moved the little balls and the media that was in here. I've put it into this chamber because it looks pretty clean. So now what I'm going to do is pour this water because it looks like it has a bunch of stuff in it. I'm going to pour it into this side of the filter. So that it's forced to go through the coarse sponge and down into the water. Oh, and I forgot that pad down there. Duh. This is where my awesome 99-cent store aquascaping tool comes into play. Put you there for now. Put my aquascaping tools in my awesome 99-cent frozen pail. Now we're going to, if you watched my video on using septic treatment in the aquarium, if you remember, this pad was completely gunked up. Look at it now. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. Should probably go wash my hands. All right. Let's look at the official test. What do you guys think? It's definitely not 0.5. I'd say it's between 1 and 2 ppm. Has there been any change, you think? Alright, that's my update. I'll come back in a few days and show you what's happened since today.